Alright guys, this is part of my Piano Lessons Gone Nuts series, and what I'm doing here is answering all the questions of my viewers who has specific questions about music in general. And this question I'm going to answer here, somebody asked, how do I put melody in the right hand? That way, if I've got the chords and then I want to put the melody in the right hand, you know, and I can pick out the melody, how do I combine the two to put them together? And that's a very good question, so I decided to answer that one. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. What I did is a very simple melody, and I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm going to use a very simple melody. C, C, G, G, A. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So there's the melody on top in red. Okay? Now, here are the chords. Let's say you knew the chords. And I kind of messed around with the harmony a little bit so we can get a lot of chords in here so we can have good practice on it. So if you were singing this and you wanted to use these chords, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now that's a little low for me. I can sing it up higher. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how put the chords with it. So now we know the chords and we know the melody. Let's go over the chords real quick in case you don't know. C chord, alright. In black I have the name of the chord or what you do in the bass line. C major, right hand is C, E, G. We're going to put it together in a minute, but I want to make sure you understand this foundation. E, G, B is our minor 3 chord. So I got them all in root position, okay? So E minor. And then we're going to go to F, A, C. F on the left hand. Then I'm going to go back to C, E, G, and C on the left hand. So C chord. And then D minor, D, F, A. Root position just means the bottom note of the chord is the name of the chord. And so it's that nice 1, 3, 5 position, that nice little chord position we're used to. Then we're going to A minor, A, C, E. When I put the little M, that means minor, because it's a sad chord, okay? And then G, B, D is going to be our G chord. And then C, back to C. So they're all root positions. So I'm jumping around, you know, trying to, just to show you these chords. But those are the chords. If you want to sing it one time and play the chords, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Okay, so we got that. We have melody. We have the chords that go with our melody. Now, how do I put them together? This is what you do. Your melody has got to be on top when you play piano. Okay? Because our ear goes naturally to the top note, whatever the top note is. You notice that when someone plays a piano chord, our ear will automatically go to the top note, and that's what we hear. When you hear a choir sing, our ears hear the sopranos. Okay, that's why sopranos are typically full of themselves. No, just kidding. You know, the prima donna kind of thing, because you hear that top note. Okay? And I have a lot of friends who are great sopranos, so no offense there. But our ear goes to the top, so we got to put the melody on top or we won't hear it. Okay, so it's going to be mostly on the pinky. All right, now what we got to do is we got to put the chords, these chords, with that melody. All right, so this is what we do. Our first melody note is C. You know what? I'm going to play it up here so it's a little bit easier to see. Our first melody note is C, but our chord is a C chord. So I need 2 more notes because I want to play 3 notes. Okay? I need 2 more. Well, I'm already playing the C, so I'm going to play G, E. Now, the closest way that I can play it is right here, E and G. See? Those are my 2 notes that are left. So I've already got the C taken care of. I just need to put the E and G in there. So that's how I'm going to play it. Twinkle, or I was singing up higher. Twinkle, twinkle, now twinkle. Now I go up to G. The melody's got to be on the top, right? The G. So the G's going to be on top. Twinkle, twinkle. The left hand stays the same. C, E minor. All right, got my G. I got the G taken care of. So what do I need left? I need the B and the E. So I'm going to do B and E like that. Twinkle. So let's go back. Twinkle, twinkle. Now here's the next one. A chord. Now sometimes the note and the melody will not match the chord. And you'll play it and you'll go, well, that's weird. That doesn't sound right. But it's okay because the melody can do whatever it wants. Here it kind of works out good, but sometimes that melody note will not match the chord if I'm going da, 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 and you play it out of context and go, wow, that doesn't sound right. But it will sound right when you speed it up and play it in context and we hear it linearly instead of like that, one block chord. Okay? So sometimes it'll sound kind of sour to you. The melody will move around and not really match the chord. And that's okay. Okay, so we go to the A, right? And then we're going to check the A. Already got it. What do we have left? We need the C and the F. So I'm going to do the C and the F right here. It's the closest way to play it. All right? I'm going to just pick the C and the F as close as I can get them. Instead of going down here, I can't reach that, but I can reach this. Okay, so if we go that far, there, now we have, now twinkle, little star. Now some people say, Shawn, do you think about that when you're playing a melody with the chords? Absolutely not. I don't. I've just played so long that it just comes to me and I just do it. I don't even think about it. It's like talking. How you talk and you're not thinking about the words you're saying. You're just talking and expressing yourself. Well, that's how music can get to you eventually at some level. If you do it long enough. But we all got to start somewhere, okay? And we need to understand the mechanics of how this is working, chord structure. Now, if you want to know more about chords, on my website, webpianoteacher.com, there are 50 beginner lessons that really tell you everything you need to know about chords from the ground up. If you really want to get into this. But anyway, let's continue answering our question for the guy who asked. Now we have G. Oh, that one's no-brainer. The G's already on top. So we got them all taken care of already, so that's fine. Now, the F chord, or the D minor chord. F on top. The F is taken care of. So what do I have left? I've got to fix the A and the D. So I'm going to put the A and the D there. Now right here, it works out because the E's already on top. So no brainer there. Got it. Okay, and then the D is on top of that G chord, so that one works out. But not on the last one. C, E, G is our chord because we're started in the key of C. We're going to end in the key of C. C's on the top, so I have the C, and what I have left, the G and the E are left. Okay? So this is how you do this. If you have a melody you want to put in something, write your chords out, and then write the melody on top of it, the melody notes, and then you can go through and figure out what you need to do. You'll have to do that for a while. It'll be kind of painstaking to do that until you get comfortable with it and understand how it works. Now, sometimes the melody will be syncopated and it'll go ahead of what the chord is. Let me show you. If I go twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. If I did it that way, then I would have something like this. The right hand comes in first and then the left. When that's the case, you can still play the chord in the right hand, but the left hand will have to be first because the left hand will be on the beat and the right hand will be that syncopated note that jumps the gun. That's what syncopation is, when you accent an offbeat, and that pop music has that all the time. So that'll get you started. You can even do this. You can add a fourth. You can do 4 notes. Double the top note, whatever your pinky's on. Double on the bottom, so that melody will be 2 notes. Okay? So that's my little Piano Lessons Gone Nuts video for today. Please keep asking your questions on that main video that I have. And I'll try to answer the ones that will be relevant to everybody as much as I can. I hope you guys enjoy it.